Like LeBron though, or like Lonzo. Ooh, I'm a baller, yeah, shot caller, yeah. They love me, you can't touch me, nah, can't trust me. I'm too lucky. Look at me, look at you, what you see, what you do. Baby, please think it through, drink it up, enjoy the view. MVP on my crew, Nike on my shoes. Might be sipping booze, slightly feeling loose. If I want it, then I have it.
Boom, boom, boom. This is Jared and I'm back. Hey guys, man, Warriors Quest show is now. All right, y'all know what time it is. All right, Jared is the host. All right, I am the host of the Warriors Quest show, and I want you. Okay, let's turn this up. All right, I want you all to make some noise in the comments section. All right, make some noise. Like every time I speak, I've got those green bars going across my screen here. Okay, that's where we got to make some noise. All right, because we've got a kidney warrior. All right, who's looking for a kidney donor, and that's the beauty of this show. You know what time it is, the Warriors Quest show. If you're new to the show, I interview a chronic disease warrior every week, and I spotlight their need for a living donor. That's what time it is. All right, if you're new, smash that subscribe button because I want to make sure we keep on getting this information out there. Hey, thanks for sharing and thanks for caring. Thanks, Uncle Jim. We've got Shane Blanchard, Steve Belcher. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Steve Belcher, man, I hope you're well. We got to talk in the next couple days about what we're planning to do together. But we've got a great show, all right? Lately, TikTok has been on fire, and I've been meeting all sorts of kidney disease patients on TikTok. It is blowing up. And I met today's guest, Nancy Brand, on TikTok. We're going to bring her on, but before I do, all right, before we tell her story, I'm bringing on my co-host, all right, Jeremy. All right, kidney warrior from New Jersey who's currently on dialysis, currently trying to look for a living kidney donor himself, who's got someone in the works to be a donor for him. But I'm going to bring him on because he's got a great perspective. Here we go. Y'all know what time it is. Co-host video intro time. Here we go. All right, make sure you give him a very special, warm Warriors Quest show welcome. Jeremy, here you go, co-host. What is up, Jeremy? What is up? How you doing?
Doing okay. Hold on.
Good,
Let me just adjust my camera.
You're fine, brother. You're fine. So, man, I'm glad you were able to connect with me, and so that we could have you on the show. So, you and I both found Nancy, kind of at about the same time because you messaged me and forwarded her information to me, and then I had let you know,
correct.
Hey man, I've been trying to message her too, and I've been trying to get her on the Warriors Quest show. And so, man, what was it about her that caught your eye when you were watching her TikToks?
Well, what really got me was that she's also looking for a liver donor.
Yes. That's
Right.
right.
I had an old friend that I found out died from liver failure.
Uh-huh.
And I could have saved her because we had the same blood type. and that's what caught my eye.
Okay, okay. So it kind of gave you maybe a little nostalgia where it reminded you of what happened in the past, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Don't tell my fiance, but it was an old crush from high school.
Okay, okay. All right, I won't say anything. But you and I are crushing on Nancy because we both want to help her. You know, we both want to give her as much exposure as possible so that people know that she's looking for a living donor. For and we'll get more information about how this works out. But hopefully, with that living donor can give her both a portion of his or her liver and kidney, and so we're going to get more information directly from Nancy, and I'm excited to do it. And what caught my eye about Nancy is that she does have a very infectious personality,
Oh
very
yes,
vibrant, positive energy. And she she also tells her story on a day in which she's not having a good day, which is a great thing because she and I chatted offline about how that's introducing you know her authenticity, and
exactly.
authenticity is powerful, wouldn't you agree?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. You got to be real, and
It's
so we're going to bring
infectious.
her on. It is, yeah. People buy into people that are sincere and real instead of superficial fake people. And she is real. I like that. She does she wants to talk to everybody, and that's good, especially when you want to try to get people to know about what you're looking for as far as a living donor goes. And you know, but I like
Well,
that.
what
I like
what also caught my eye was she was doing one TikTok where someone walked in front of her car and she got upset at the guy.
Oh,
She
okay.
said
All
these
right.
people just don't want to, don't appreciate life. When I'm sitting here, or while she was sitting there in her car, watching this guy just haphazardly cross the street in the middle of Las Vegas.
Right. I did see that one.
Hmm.
Yeah, she kind of, she kind of called him out about that. Yeah, I remember seeing that TikTok video of hers. Well, let's bring her on. I'm excited to do it. We've got Shane Blanchard saying, "Love that opening." It's a brand new one, by the way. The one I just showed today, where
I
I
love
showed
it.
myself kind of. Yeah, thanks. I just kind of made that last week, so hopefully people enjoyed that too. All right. Okay, so we're gonna bring her on. VIP intro now. You know how we do. All right. Every time we've got a very special guest, we do the VIP intro. So here we go. VIP of the house. What is happening, Nancy? What is going on?
Hey, Nancy.
Nothing. It's a non-dialysis day. Hey, Jeremy. How are you?
All
Well, I
right,
just
all
got off of
right.
dialysis.
So, Nancy, man, I'm excited to have you on the Warriors Quest show. We all kind of became TikTok friends, and and it's which is good to have. It's good to have a good community of people that have that are like-minded and are that can understand or relate and know what you're going through a little bit. And so tell me a little bit about your journey, because you've kind of given me a glimpse already offline when we talked. But how did this all happen for you? Because you know you are looking for both a liver and kidney donor. How did that happen?
Well, I went into the hospital for something that I never even found out what was wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but they kept me for a year. And I don't really remember much, but I got an autoimmune and it shut down my liver and kidney. And so I had blood transfusions. I had a catheter put in without anybody know, and I guess it was an emergency one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wound up having to go to rehab to learn how to walk and everything, and everybody gave up on me. So
Wow.
the doctor said I was going to die, and I was to die, and my family came to say their goodbyes, but I didn't die. And
Welcome to the club.
and then
Jeremy knows you know what that
yeah,
is about, right, Jeremy?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
he sure
They never
does.
thought I would live to see 2018.
Yeah, me either. But, well, actually, I didn't even know. I didn't know I was dying. Nobody told me. And so, but they told me I would never walk again, and every physical therapist gave up on me. And one day I just looked at that wheelchair and said, I can't live like this. And I said, God be with me, I will walk. And
Mm-hmm.
I did
And you're
that
walking now.
very day. I'm walking now.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wobble, but I mean,
You still walk.
I get bruised up, but that's
Uh-huh.
okay. I'll
Yeah, it is
ricochet.
okay.
But
Wow.
and
So you were in the hospital for about a year?
yeah,
Wow.
oh
It's a
yeah,
long time.
Wow.
it is. They've closed down since because they were really bad. They fed you when they wanted to feed you. They took care of you. I literally went back to being an infant and couldn't talk, couldn't do anything. I couldn't pick up anything, and so I
Crazy.
basically
Almost like you had a stroke or something.
and I
That's crazy.
didn't. They
Yeah.
checked for stroke, and
Uh-huh.
I didn't. It was autoimmune,
Mm-hmm.
and so I literally taught myself everything, how to do all of our writing. I started off writing with left-handed again, or I'm right-handed, but I started left-handed, and then I would eat left-handed, but then eventually over time, I think my brain started telling me, no, you're really not left-handed. But I get confused. I'll be doing my name in cursive with the N, and then I block print, and then I'll like just start printing, and then I do my Y cursive. So it's just
Okay.
kind of like they got to take it the way I spell it. So
There you go. Right.
I
At
gotcha.
least you're writing, right? I mean, come on. There there are worse things that could happen. You've endured so much. Wow.
yeah, there's so much I could tell you, but we just don't have time for that.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about um, your time from when you had to go on dialysis. How long have you been on dialysis?
4 years this month.
4 years. Okay.
hmm
And during that time, um, have you? How did it start? Like when you were first on dialysis? Generally speaking, there's the catheter up here, and then slowly they'll talk to you about having a fistula. How has that progressed for you?
Well, when they put the catheter in, like I said, I didn't know. And I had no knowledge. I didn't know what dialysis was. I just cried the whole entire 4 hours. But then I just got my fistula this August, this
Okay.
past August.
Just
Mhm.
recently.
And they kept a catheter in me for 2 years. And I kept telling him it was like hurting. And so they kind of rushed it along. And so finally I got the fistula. But I think they were holding off because I was on the transplant list.
Wow.
So, but I've been on that transplant list for 2 years now.
Yeah.
So it was like time because
Yeah.
I love to swim, and you can't swim. And
Nah,
with
nah,
this,
yeah.
No,
with
you
this
can't.
you can, and you can't do a lot with the catheter. But
Uh-huh.
all in all, I'm just like, I'm happy, and I never question anything, and I have to enjoy life the best that I can. And it does get hard, like you said. Like I am unique. I am me, and I do this a lot. talk.
That's okay. I like that.
And
I do.
I do. But I also try to spread awareness, but it's to strangers. And so I've had effect on some people, but some people, they're just kind of like, oh, okay, lady, you talk to way too much, but that's okay, because maybe something might happen a little bit further down in their life, and they're going to say, hey, I remember talking to that lady and she said this.
Yeah.
So I'll just keep talking. I've been this way all my
talking.
life.
Yeah.
That's how I'm going to be.
Just be you. Be uniquely you. Absolutely. So we were talking about this before we brought you on, and that we had met you on TikTok. And I'm gonna, hopefully this is okay, but I'm gonna show your TikTok handle right here. So Green Eyed Girl 60, and that's your handle at TikTok. So those of you who are on TikTok who would like to be one of her followers, please find her on TikTok, because her TikToks are very, very good. They're, they share a glimpse of her story, and then she's also spreading awareness. So you do a great job of sprinkling a lot of that there, and you see a little bit of dialysis. You show a glimpse of that, which is good.
Yep.
And I say that because not good that you're on dialysis, because that's not fun, but it's good to see a glimpse of it, because some people have no idea how difficult and how hard it is for you kidney patients. And
Exactly.
it's good to see a glimpse of it so that we can show others, spread awareness, and also hopefully reach a potential donor who can feel inspired because he or she can see what this is and what it's doing, and so on and so forth. But talk to me a little bit
Exactly.
about your TikToks and how that's been good for you.
I accidentally started TikTok. I had no clue what I
Really?
was doing. Yeah, I didn't even want to show my face. And beginning ones just show like from here over, because they said, old people get bashed. And I was just like, well, I'm older, but I'm not like old. And so I was just like, what? I don't care. I'm me.
Yeah.
I'm me, and I am going to share my story. And I do show a glimpse of dialysis. I can't
Barney.
show. Yeah, exactly. His name is Barney.
Okay.
She named her machine.
Is that right? You named the
Yeah.
machine Barney?
Yeah, his name is Barney. So I'm
Love it.
stuck with them. So I wish I could just push him around and go talk to other people, but
Yeah.
it doesn't work that way.
No.
But with dialysis, for me speaking, it doesn't hurt. I don't feel the needles.
Same like me.
Sometimes
I don't feel it.
I get like a rush on my forehead for some reason because I turn my head. I don't want to look, because then I probably would. I don't know what would
You're
happen.
not sure?
Yeah, I could take needles, but I just don't want to see it. But I don't feel it, and it's losing my train of thought here. It's not painful for me, but I also do put a cream on. Jeremy, I'm sure you do too.
Many people.
No, I don't use any cream.
You don't?
No.
Many other kidney warriors do.
Others do. I sit there and I stare at it. I stare as they're cannulating me.
Oh, okay.
That's just how I get over it. That's all. That's just me.
I don't know if I put the cream on, but they're always like, did you put cream on? I'm like, yes. So sometimes I could feel it, like it's like nothing painful. That's all I can say. It's not painful. The catheter's not painful.
No, catheter is far from painful.
Yeah, that was like nothing. It was more scary because I didn't understand the concept, because I had too much ammonia in my brain at the beginning. So I thought they were taking my blood all out of my body, putting it in that little Barney, and
Funny.
it stayed in there and cleaned, but the machine was also keeping me alive. So it freaked me out. So I cried for 4 hours. They hated me because I literally cried loud.
You're
And
emotional.
I was emotional because I didn't understand. And so then finally they started getting the ammonia out of me, and that's caused from the liver. And they explained it again, and then I was just like, oh gosh, they're just recycling. That's all they're doing. They're taking
They're
it out,
doing one
giving
cup
it
at a
back.
time. 1 cup out, 1 cup in. That's all they're doing.
And so the only thing about dialysis, I don't know about for you, Jeremy, it is so cold in there. I mean,
I actually have a heated vest.
Do you really, Jeremy?
That it's battery powered, and I don't go in there without it.
It's
That's
cold.
pretty smart, yeah.
It's very cold in there. And
So I have my vest and I have my blanket.
yeah, I have my blanket too. And if I get really, really cold, I start cramping up.
Oh.
But if I try to complain, they're just like, oh, okay, I'll check the thermostat. But I know they're not, because I watch them. I don't know if you fall asleep, Jeremy, but I don't. I watch it.
I can't sleep.
Yeah, I can't either. I'm awake. It doesn't.
I'm too busy watching movies.
Okay.
I'm busy watching people. And everything that goes in my IV, I'm always like, what is that? What is that? And when I get iron, it tastes like coffee. So I like that one because I have like a little barista once a week.
For me, it tastes like licorice, like black licorice.
That is so weird how we all have different.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
I've got a great question that's coming from Shane Blanchard. Nancy, I want to kind of present, and I want to also just give a quick shout out to James, James from Dadvice TV, John Trailer from Hope with Jonathan, as well. I want to thank these guys for all of their comments so far and for making this very interactive. But Shane Blanchard has a great question here, and hopefully even James from Dadvice TV and Jonathan Trailer can get involved with this question, give me their feedback as well. But Shane Blanchard has stated that when he was in the hospital for 6 months consecutively, that he had PTSD from the stay. You were there in a hospital for more or less for about a year. Has that caused any anxiety, or when you think back on that stay, how has that made you feel?
Well, it caused anxiety at first because of confusion and not knowing anything. I didn't know anything. Like, I thought my best friend was my deceased mom, and I knew I had 4 children. I knew my name was Nancy. That was it.
Okay.
But the anxiety was really overwhelming. But then it eventually just started subsiding. But then I did have side effects because they did not feed me. And when they did feed me, they shoveled it down my throat.
Oh my gosh.
I would be, yeah, it was
wow.
I got down to like 89, 90 pounds. So,
wow.
No one could.
And you're already tiny.
Yeah.
I'm a big girl. But no one could understand why I would always ask for food. And so, I mean, it was like really bizarre because I would be in dialysis and it's really goofy looking, but I did this. I would sit there and go like that. Like I wanted food, like a bird, like a baby bird.
Okay.
So I had like some weird effect on me, like crazy out there in left field. And that eventually, that went away like the end of, or like, like about a year ago, a little bit less than a year, I stopped doing that. But because I started having company when, COVID was getting like a little bit easing up.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to be doing that around my friends. Like if I dozed off or something, looked like a bird. And it's embarrassing because at the beginning, I did sleep and cry, but
Okay.
I would do that bird thing. And I got
Bird
asked,
thing.
why do you do it? Yeah, I would sit there and just go like a baby bird. Like
Like a bird waiting for the worm.
yeah,
All
they
right,
want
all
the
right.
worm,
Okay.
and I'm like doing that. That was like creepy. I was like, so that went away.
All right.
But as far as the question, I've already had it because of what I used to do in the past. So I already had it and it caused anxiety, and that was pretty much out of it. But I'm trying to train myself. I'm watching somebody on TikTok that caused me, not him, somebody else that caused me to have that post-traumatic. And I'm watching him. I'm forcing myself so I could overcome it. I have to. It's really, really hard, but I'm a very strong, determined person.
Right. Yes, you are.
And it's kind of mind over matter. And I do look at him and I always wonder that if the person that I saw did what he did to himself, would he have looked like that today? Would he be like have such a wonderful personality? So when you have somebody that tries to take their life and it works, and then you have somebody that tried to take their life, but it didn't work out for them, and then they suddenly turn all this negative stuff that they had and it's positive, and they don't care what people think, they don't care what people say, and they're happy.
Right.
And so with all of us on dialysis, you have to find happiness.
You do.
You have to just take
Absolutely.
one day at a time.
For
and
sure.
you just hope and you pray and you keep spreading awareness that you get what you need. Jeremy needing the kidney. It's wonderful that we have our group. There's like a bunch of us that are friends that I saw on there, and I see it's getting bigger and bigger. I could see, their followers, and
It's a community.
I really like it. I'm just like, I hope they get what they need. And so I tried it on my page for them to go look at mine, because unfortunately I can't do like Jeremy. I have to have an angel donor. So with that being said, I just have to wait, and it has to be perfect timing. So it's perfect timing for everybody, actually, even for Jeremy.
Well said.
Everybody
Well
out
said.
there.
Well said. You're right.
You can't rush it. You can't make it happen. It has to happen on its own. It has to be a heavenly intervention. Put it that way.
Yeah, exactly. I need the angel donor, and it's sad because somebody has to.
Someone has to die for you to live.
It is bittersweet. It is. It's bittersweet. There's
circle of life. That's what it is. A circle of life. And the thing, like with people like me, and even people that just can get a living donor, you don't just worry about yourself. You have to live for your donor as well, because that donor is an angel, and that donor is going to help you to live.
That's why we call them earth angels.
Oh, I never heard that.
They are angels on earth. You're right.
Oh, earth angels, exactly. Oh my gosh, Nancy. Sometimes, I don't know. I think I have some blonde roots in there. I never heard it called earth angels, but
yeah.
A good friend of mine said,
it reminds me of that doo-wop song, right?
Earth angel.
Earth angel. Earth angel. Will you be mine?
My darling dear. No, I'm kidding. Okay, I'm not gonna
No, that's for
sing.
real. That's a for real song.
It is a real song, but I'm not gonna sing the whole song. I'm not that
Yeah,
good.
Frankie
I
Valens.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
and I don't sing good, so it's not good.
But so I do enjoy your TikToks, and I'm glad that we've all met on TikTok because growing a community is so important. Whether we do it here in this community where people follow me and they watch here and they're commenting, like Jonathan Traylor is commenting, Shane Blanchard is, we've got James from Dad Vice TV. We're part of a community here when they're following me and they're commenting, and it's powerful. But being on TikTok, when we're sharing those short videos and stuff, it one of the things I really like is that those short videos, they're only anywhere from 7 to 15 seconds on an average. It doesn't take much time.
No,
And you know
it
what I mean?
doesn't.
And so it's really quick just to watch it, and it can bring a smile to someone's face. It can actually lift somebody up and encourage them.
It did
And
me.
in this day and age when so many people need to smile, TikTok has done that. Granted, that I'm going to focus on the positive. I'm going to focus on that because I get it. Anything, if you break it down, could be used for evil, but I'm not going to focus on that. I'm focusing on the good that has done for you, for me, and for Jeremy and our kidney disease, warriors that we know on TikTok, because it's building their morale up. It's helping them. It's getting them encouraged. And I love that. I do. Because,
And it helps. I don't mean to interrupt, but it helps like to get up out of that bed.
yes,
There's days I just lay in
it's
bed and
tough.
I'm just like, I don't want to get up. I don't
Yeah.
I
why.
know.
And
There are times where you're just blah. You don't want
yeah,
to. You don't even want to get up to go to the bathroom.
you get tired. I started this new thing. I don't know if I know a lot of people have it, but I didn't have it, but I'm tired like the next day. And I've never been
Absolutely.
like that. Usually I pop up like a little popcorn and I do my
Interesting.
stuff. And
Wow. Okay.
so, but
Yeah.
I just, I hope that I was able to help answer that question.
I
Like
think you did.
it,
I think so.
And
I think,
I appreciate those that some of the comments. I appreciate Shane and Jonathan and even James from Dad Vice TV expressing their opinions on it, because I'm going to go back to that just very quickly, if I may. But look at this comment right here from Shane. I hate the flashbacks. When he thinks and recollects about it. People don't realize the side effect of CKD either. Lots of PTSD for many of us.
Oh
And
yeah.
for him to express himself in that way and to be candid, that candor is very appreciated, Shane. Thank you, because we don't always have to be vulnerable like that, and um,
powerful. It's
it is.
powerful to be able to say things how you feel and just put it out there.
And then
No.
Jonathan Traylor here says, I still have flashbacks from the night I crashed into dialysis. That was his rude awakening of having to go on dialysis, is his journey. And that's what he's talking about, is he still has a
Oh
lot of
yes.
memories that, are dark from that first night. So it's huge. And thank you, James from Dad Vice TV. He says, I could see that. 6 months is an extremely long time. Even from my short stay, I do not like going to the ICU anymore to see others. Going to the hospital um, to see people in the ICU can be difficult for many people. I
Yeah.
myself, um, there's a lot of you. There's a lot of you that I see myself in, Nancy, because I love talking to people, and I I can sense. Sometimes I'm an empath where I can show empathy for people that I don't even know just when I see them on the street. And he's Dad Vice TV here, James. He's saying that he struggles just going to the ICU, and I think the reason why is because it's so difficult to see people at their worst. it's not easy. And
Mm-mm.
you know what I mean? It can be very deflating. It could be very discouraging.
Yeah,
But
I cry in dialysis once I find out somebody passed away that
oh my
I,
gosh.
Oh,
s-
it hurts my soul.
I just can't help it. And then they're like, why are you crying? It's like, because that person passed away. That's a living life, you know, it
That's
was a
one
living life.
person
That's
that
somebody
could have
I
been
knew.
you.
Yeah,
It could have
Yes.
been you.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Granted,
exactly.
not everyone takes care of themselves, and that's just a fact. Not
Hmm.
everyone takes care of themselves when they're on dialysis.
It
You
doesn't
know,
always
Yeah.
happen. You're right.
I hobble past the people outside that are still smoking outside
Oh,
the
I know.
dialysis center.
I know. I understand that, and Jared knows. I told him a story about that, and that person did pass away, but not from smoking, but it was like from not coming to dialysis. You have to go.
Yeah.
It
You have
is
to. It's your
so
life. It's your
worth.
lifeline.
Yeah, it's so worth those hours going to dialysis, and then you get to live. Like here I am alive today. You know, I went to dialysis yesterday for 2.5 hours. And okay,
You're lucky.
so
It's just 2.5 hours.
what would I have been doing? Probably laying in bed, probably, you know, I have no idea. I just don't understand how people just can't. I try to get it in their head, go, just, come to dialysis, don't
Hmm.
miss, because when you miss, your
It,
blood gets a lot of toxins,
it's a
and
big
those
deal.
toxins,
And
you
it
have
builds
to
up
have
very
more.
fast.
Yeah, and you have to have more like stress because they gotta up all this and that. I don't have those problems because I just go and they clean my blood. I never over my dry weight. But I don't know if I should say this. My doctor knows, but because I'm a very honest person and I wear my heart on my sleeve, I'm a cheater. I am a big
You're a cheater.
cheater. I am a
How do you mean
cheater,
that?
a foodie cheater.
Okay.
You know,
What do you eat that you're not supposed to eat, Nancy?
everything. Um, well, like you're not supposed to have a lot of dairy.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So you're not supposed to have
cheese and dairy. Yeah,
Yeah.
beans. So everything you ate your whole entire life, and then they're telling you you
It's
can have
you
some
can't
it's
eat it
chicken.
for
anymore.
You're allowed to
right.
have chicken. You're allowed to have white rice. And it's like, are you serious? And no bananas, no mangoes. I'm like, my favorite fruit, orange. Seriously, I can't have an orange. But I found out we can have tangerines. So
Yes.
I
And
am
you
And
in
can
my
have
glory.
clementines, clementine
Clementine, same
oranges.
thing. You're right. Right. Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
I can't find those in Las Vegas, but I'm lucky I found those other little guys, and I ate one a day because I don't
Hmm.
remember what an orange tastes like. No clue with the banana,
Uh-huh.
because that'd kill you right there if you eat a banana.
That's
For me,
potassium.
yeah. I wish I could grab my blood worksheet and show you guys so you could see the biggest cheater right here. I get all happy faces and all smile, just all these little smiles,
Yeah.
stars, and everything. And the doctor's like, I don't know what you do. And
Yeah.
you're supposed to drink only 32 ounces of fluid.
Not
Well,
me.
But
I
you
drink
big cheater, you're not doing
I
it. You're
drink when I'm thirsty. When I'm
yeah.
thirsty, I drink.
Yeah.
And
Are you
I'm
still
never
creating urine,
full.
Nancy?
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
why.
All right. That's probably
I'm
why.
the
Yeah.
same way.
Yeah.
All right.
I have to stay hydrated, and I will drink more than 32 ounces a day.
Well, so I'm gonna talk about something because I think it's important to talk about is that the we've talked about people that have not taken care of themselves that have passed away.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the reverse, though. Okay, what I'd like to see is I'd like to find out, and I'm trying to produce and everything, and then my keyboard's doing autocorrect, but it should have read if you know somebody, but my keyboard and I'm trying to produce the show at the same time, so I apologize. But if you know somebody who else was passed away from kidney disease related reasons, drop a comment. But I meant to say who goes to dialysis. But anyway, so I'd like to find out Okay, because this is true. This is the reverse. Is that there are times Nancy's trying to leave. She's mad. She's had it with me. I'd like to find out, all right, if anybody knows who has known somebody who did go to dialysis regularly, tried to do the best he or she could to eat well and take care of his or herself, his or him or herself, but still surprisingly passed away because of kidney disease reasons or related reasons. Because I know somebody who's passed away and went to dialysis regularly and tried to take care of herself. And so if you do know somebody else, please drop a comment who surprisingly passed away, but did try to take care of himself or herself. Because I'm not saying that it's Nancy. It's okay. It's surprising people are watching. What's going on with Nancy? Let's find out.
My phone keeps slipping off the prop.
Want to know.
At least it's not that thing that fell on your head.
Yeah, all right. But but drop a comment if because right here we've got Jonathan. I've lost close to a dozen fellow dialysis patients during my 3 years while I was on dialysis. So, Jonathan, my question for you is: did those people do their somewhat best? I'm not saying no one's perfect, but did they do a decent job to try to take care of themselves? Because I think what sometimes happens is that I'm not saying that those that didn't take care of themselves that they deserved it. All right,
no one deserves
we don't wish that on anybody, but but it still kind of makes sense because they should have gone to dialysis because they need to filter out the toxins and it's more.
Oh yes,
it's more of that is a shame, but it does make sense because they should have been taking care of themselves better. Again, I'm not saying they deserved it. I don't wish death, and I don't wish that on anybody. I hope that we all find kidney disease. All the kidney disease patients find a donor. I wish that strongly. It's my passion, and that's why I do what I do every week. But with that being said, if you know somebody who did or at least try to do their best but still passed away, I'd like to find comments on that because it is difficult. All right, so we've got here, I did know a guy for weeks. We would talk, and I looked for him, and on a Tuesday when I came in, I found out that he passed over the weekend. And the reason why I bring this up is that although it's not easy, okay, it's not easy to talk about death, and it's not easy to talk about people whom we've rubbed shoulders with, so to speak, or fellow kidney warriors that you have seen at dialysis. It's not easy to talk about this, and I'm sorry that I bring it up because I know it's not easy. But the reason why I bring it up is that we don't know when it's our day. We don't always know when it's our day. We don't know when God says this is going to be your day. And for many reasons, you endured way past what many people thought was your expiration, Nancy. You had family that went and saw you and visited you because they thought your ticket was called. That somebody had given you your pink slip, so to speak, but you didn't go.
Nope.
Okay, and
I'm not yet.
Right, you're not yet. And
nope.
And that's my point that I want to make is that while you're still here, okay, which means to me, okay, just like with Jeremy, that it wasn't your time. Okay, Jeremy's time wasn't there, and he's still with us. And if you're still here and Jeremy's still here, you're both here. It means that God still has a plan for you.
Oh, yes, right? Absolutely.
It wasn't your time, and you're still on the earth for a reason. And while you're still here on earth for a reason, I went up to the line and I peeked over. Yes, you did. for all intents and purposes, you went beyond almost the veil, and you
21 minutes.
right. And
Wow.
we don't know when it's our time, but it is important that when you are still here, I want people to take it more seriously, because you
Absolutely.
both look healthy right now, relatively. Okay. You have
Mhm.
kidney disease, and without dialysis, okay, we all know the ramifications in a negative way, the detriment it would be if you stopped going. But
I'd be dead in a week.
you're talking and
Oh,
you're
yeah.
conversing, and for some, to a certain degree, okay, you've preserved your life, but you don't know, and neither do I, if you could make it 2 weeks from now, because there's not a guarantee. There's not.
Exactly. I mean, Jared,
Mm,
you know what happened to my mom. She didn't even know she was dying, and she passed away.
That's actually a very valid point. Is that and so this is why it's so important for people to be donors so that they can help patients like Nancy. Yes, absolutely, Jonathan. Thank you. This is exactly why I get passionate the way I do, and why I'm inflecting the way I do with my speech right now, because it is vital. And I say vital because I love that word vital, because when you go to the hospital, what do they check? They check your
Vitals.
Your
vitals.
vitals.
Okay? And it is vital that we find a living donor for Nancy, because she was meant to stay. She was meant to stay. Okay? She couldn't walk. You couldn't walk. You had to relearn how to walk. And you willed yourself to walk, Nancy. She willed herself to walk. Think about that, everyone.
I did the same thing, Nancy. I'm proud of you. When I first got into the hospital, I couldn't walk because my feet were so painful. I couldn't even stand up.
I'm
But
hoping that she can still hear us. Nancy, can you still hear us? May have lost
I
the
think she's
audio.
frozen.
All right, so
Nope,
Nancy,
she's blinking.
can you hear us? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, Nancy. Can you hear me? All right, so I think we've lost her audio. We can still see her, but we've lost the audio. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna privately message her, or why don't you privately message her if you would, so that I can do some things. Jeremy, would you private message her and ask her to leave the studio and then come back?
I can't.
Okay. All right. So
I can't scroll up on my phone.
Yeah, would you? I'm going to take you off camera while you do that. Okay. So again, Jonathan, and anyone else who may still be watching right now, Shane Blanchard, and anybody else who's still watching, please leave a comment, because what we're talking about right now is that you never know. You never know when it's your time. And right now, we know it's not Nancy's time. It's not. But she does know somebody who's recently passed away that was going to her dialysis clinic. And I've had Jonathan Traylor. Jonathan Traylor has also said that he has known somebody recently who's passed away. Many other people. In the time that she is still here, we want to make sure we give her the best chance for success as possible. So I'd like, if you will, please, okay, if you feel inspired, because it is inspiring to me about what is happening. Looks like we've lost her a little bit, but Nancy, if you can still hear me, just click on the exit button and leave the studio, and then come back by clicking on it again and coming back. So, yeah, or she's muted herself. I'm not sure, but she doesn't look muted on my side. I don't see a little slash through the mic. But if you can hear me, Nancy, just click on the leave studio, or click on the back button and leave, and then click on the link and come back. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Can you hear me? All right, I'm not sure she can hear me. So hopefully she can read the message in the private chat. But while I still have her on, We can still see her smiling, vibrant face. Her positivity is what you all need to see. I'm gonna put her. I'm gonna put her TikTok here again. Here we go. Lost her. Hopefully she comes back. This is her TikTok, everyone. Green-eyed girl 60. Find her on TikTok. Okay, watch her TikToks. She's from the Las Vegas area, Las Vegas, Nevada. All right, and if you can all see me while I'm here solo, can you see the green outline around me? Okay, I'm trying to do some interesting things here. I've got the sound bars on the side of my screen, and then I also have I've got a green outline around me. So if you can see that and you like it, let me know. I'm trying to do some different things that way. All right, I'm going to bring her back.
Okay.
All right, Nancy, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I guess I got a phone call from transplant team.
Yeah, phone calls do that.
That's what does it.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to play musical chairs here, okay? But it doesn't hurt, and you won't have to get it out of your literal chair. I'm just going to move us. All right, there we go. That was not very harmful. It didn't even hurt, did it?
No.
Yeah. Musical chairs.
I was like, what the heck? And
yeah, so I just moved us so that we put you as the focus. So anyway, so I'm asking people to watch your TikToks. I want to give a shout out to Diane McColgan. She says that's my BFF.
That's right. Or since childhood.
And she's saying, love her. Hi, little stanky.
Yeah.
Name calling already. She's calling you little stanky.
Well, she called me a brat.
What is that smell? What is that smell?
I did call you a brat. Stinky. I called Jeremy a brat. He's right. Yeah.
Not your best friend.
I've been called worse. Just don't call me late for dinner. Don't call me stupid.
He probably deserved it.
Yeah, I probably did.
He told me to do my hair. And don't let a log fall on my head.
No, but I think he was and I like that he was poking fun a little bit, because sometimes we can make too much out of it. Don't you don't look perfect. I don't look perfect.
Life's too short.
Look at this ugly mug I show every week,
Hey, your wife likes it.
Yeah, she does. She has pity for me. So but we're running a little low on time right here, but the point I was trying to make, and I want to make again, is that it is by far and away so important for me that we do as much as we possibly can to get you the exposure that you so deserve, because we don't know. I do know that you're still here for a purpose. I do know that, but we don't know for how much time. And in the time that you are still here, I want us to try to do as much as possible to help you find a donor. So with that being said, I'd like a little time for those that don't understand or don't know. How does it work when there's a simultaneous donation, kidney and liver? Can you talk a little bit about that?
For me, I have to have the same exact person.
Okay.
So and then depending if that person has too large, I have small organs. So imagine that. But if the liver is too large, they will take a piece of the lobe and connect it to me, and then that will
it'll regenerate.
Exactly.
It's the only organ that does that.
Yeah, and then they'll go ahead and I don't know if they give me one kidney or two kidneys.
One kidney.
Okay, one kidney. I would like to have two, but that's okay. Won't be greedy.
Take what you can get.
Yeah. Exactly, and they leave yours in there. That's pretty. That's disgusting, but I'll still take it. You
only need one to survive.
Exactly. So, but that's how I work. Mine is more difficult, and I have to be really sick. They want me sick, and I don't know how to get sick. and I'm not going to make myself sick.
No.
And because I have a good life and I have wonderful children, and I get, I'm a grandma as of last night, a little girl. So I have so much to live for. And I just,
Yes, you do.
it's a battle. I'm not going to lie. There's days like, you say, just God, why am I here?
Mhm.
Why, but then you think, because you're supposed to be here, it's not your time. We already have our time. It's in a but it's in where
It's in the Bible.
our fate is in God's hands. So there's nothing we can do. When it's time, it's time.
Yes.
Well,
But
it
I'm
says in
just
the Bible 70. That's 70 years.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I want to give a special shout out, everyone, to my twin brother, Jeff Brown. Um, his YouTube handle is Kidney Donor Advocacy, so please subscribe to him and subscribe to Midwest Kidney Warriors, Hope with Jonathan, and all those that have also watched tonight. But my kidney donor advocate brother, my twin brother, Jeff Brown's watching. I want to give him a shout out. He's in Abu Dhabi, y'all. So it's probably it's like a 10-hour difference. So he's gotten up early to watch and comment. So I want to thank him. So Nancy, hopefully I can get you connected to my twin brother. He's also on TikTok. He's my
I saw
identical
that.
twin brother. Yeah.
I saw that. I don't know if I follow him already. I'm not for sure.
All right, we'll have to get you connected to him. He's an amazing advocate. He and I started this journey together because of his wife. His wife has kidney disease, and he and I
Mhm.
started advocating for her, his wife, and she got a kidney transplant from a deceased donor angel, as we call it, right, on May 25th, 2018. So it's been almost 3 years, and ever since we've been trying to help as many people as possible after that happened. And I'm going to keep going till there isn't oxygen in my lungs, and hopefully that's a very long time.
For me, that's like forever, but
Yeah. But anyway, so let's do this, okay? And what I'd like to do is give you. It's now shout out time, okay? It is shout out. So I would like to give you time to give a shout out. So here, I'm going to change us places, okay? All right, we're going to play musical chairs. All right, there we go. So now I'm not covering you up with the shout out sign. I'd like to give you time to shout out, all right? Shout out, give tribute, say thanks, say I love you, but shout out the people that you would like to say thanks, I love you, or show gratitude. Whom would you like to shout out?
me?
Yeah, do a shout out.
Uh-huh.
Tell us whom you'd like to shout out.
I like to shout out to all my followers that I have. I kind of already got close to some of them, like really concerned, and I'm really bad with names because that was because of the hospital stay. I lost part of my memory and remembering names, but it's basically almost all of them. And there's some like Veronica. I like to have a shout out to her because
Mm-hmm.
she's battling something, and you could look at her TikTok, but you have to find her on my TikTok because I don't know her complete all the numbers. Sometimes people put too many numbers and all this
Right.
underscore, and so it's kind of hard to remember. And of course, Jeremy, the brat, and
I am not a brat.
I say that lovingly.
I know.
But just
I don't take it to heart. I've been called worse.
I just want to shout out to, all the people that need, not even just, well, this is focused on kidneys, but it's just everybody that needs a kidney. There's just so many people. Their names are all just running through my brain right now, and I just want to say so many. And Lisa, I just
Yeah, I'm
pray to,
forgetting her name. Lisa Jacobson Howell or something.
yeah, she's always in my thoughts, and just so many people that are on there, and it was such a short period of time. I can't believe it. But then again, I connect to people that I feel like I can connect to, because I don't want to be a stalker or a creeper. Because sometimes, like, people say, follow me, I'll follow you. And then I'm like, okay, I'll follow you. And then I'm looking and I'm like, they have nothing to do with me. And if I go looking at their page, everything they post, I look like a creeper. So I'm not going to do that. So I kind of focus
That's
on,
understandable.
I have one person that had a liver, she had a liver transplant, and she looks fantastic. But so that gives me hope. But what does have to see with me? The surgery is like over 15 hours long. So that's
That's
pretty
a long
long.
time.
Yeah, they'll stop and continue if they see that I'll be okay, and then go towards the kidneys. So personally, I would like them to start with the kidneys, but it doesn't work that way. I can't predict. I can't tell them what to do, because I'd rather get off dialysis and just have this liver that's just really not causing any. It's not really causing anything. But who's to say it won't? But if I ever got a donor, I would have to probably want to pass up on it, because my liver would probably kill it.
Well, think of this, is that, and I think that's very big of you, and it also says a lot about your character, because you're a very caring person and you've got a huge heart. You have a lot of love for people. But think of it this way, is that if you do get the call, whether it's from a living donor or from a deceased donor angel, God may have his hand in that happening. And
Right.
if he says it's time for Nancy to have a transplant, he may say, hey, I know she's not going to want this, and she's going to want to have someone else get it, but he may do some things to kind of throw obstacles in your way, because he wants you to have that, and he
It's
may
in
want
his perfect timing.
yeah, he may want you to live and live a more or a better quality of life, a stronger life, and so just try to remember that I do feel strongly that you are here for a reason, that he loves you, and that he is acutely aware of everything in your life. And I'm so excited that we've been able to get this information out there. I'm super, super excited that people are going to watch this on replay, and that they're going to feel just as inspired as I am about your story, and that people will share this and get it out there.
Yeah, that's what it is. You have to get it out there, spread the
Let's
word.
get the information out there.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, all right, find her on TikTok. It's right here, Green Eyed Girl 60. That's her handle on TikTok. Or you can find me on TikTok. It's simply the Warriors Quest Show. And Jeremy, your cowboy, I'm forgetting.
Cowboy boots.
Cowboy boots love.
Yeah. And again, this is the donor information for anybody who would like to become a living donor for Nancy. Here is the information. It's Loma Linda University Medical Center. The phone number is 909-558-3636. So anyway, we're at the end here. I want to thank both you, Nancy, and Jeremy for coming on. Jeremy, thanks for co-hosting, and Nancy, wow. So it's seriously an inspiration to hear your story, and I'm uplifted and encouraged by you, and I'm glad that you were able to come on tonight and that we could get your story out there. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Glad you did your hair.
I'll get even with you on TikTok. No cowboy boots. Why are you wearing cowboy boots in New York, New Jersey? New Jersey, they don't wear. It's
that is a good question.
It's
Yeah.
flip flops. It's a cowboy boots.
Yeah, aren't they supposed to be all hard and just really tough personalities in New
Oh
York and New
yeah,
Jersey?
yeah.
It takes a very special type of person to walk around in cowboy boots.
Well,
Yeah.
and you are that special person who has
All
That's
right.
me. I'm
Well
special.
said. Well said.
You are.
All right. Thanks, peeps.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Thank you. God bless. All right.
All right, Nancy. Have a good
Okay.
one.
We'll talk
You
again
too.
soon, guys. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jared.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
Peace.
Jeremy.
God bless.
Peace out.
All right. So everyone, we've been so encouraged. Man, please, please, please share this. Don't be stingy. All right, don't be stingy. Please smash that share button. Let's get this information out there for Nancy. All right, because I've been inspired tonight. I have been encouraged by her story. All right, it's amazing what she's endured, and she is continuing to go strong. Please find her on TikTok. I'm going to show the information again. Green Eyed Girl 60 on TikTok. And if you'd like to be a living donor for her to give her a better quality of life, please call the medical center at Loma Linda University. That's 909-558-3636. All right. I really appreciate you guys following. I appreciate your comments. Please continue to drop a comment anytime during this as a replay. You can watch. That you're watching this as a replay. Drop a comment nonetheless, because this makes this broadcast more visible. The more comments we have, the more shares we have, the more we can make this visible with both YouTube and Facebook. Well, all of them, Twitter, any of the 20 plus platforms I'm streaming live right now. All right. It will be shown and made more visible the more we share, the more we comment. So don't be stingy. Share this. All right. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for your comments. All right. Thanks, Shane. I want to thank him. Oh, and by the way, I want to thank my twin brother again, but I also want to thank my uncle. All right. Listen to this, everyone. My Uncle Roy Cordingly is watching from Meridian, Idaho. That's in and around the Boise, Idaho area. My Uncle Roy is also on dialysis, but it's because of polycystic kidney disease. And my Uncle Roy is on dialysis. So Kidney Warrior, my uncle, is commenting here. Give some love to my Uncle Roy, all the way from Meridian, Idaho. All right. Thanks, Uncle Roy. Appreciate you supporting me. And please give him some support while he is currently on his dialysis journey as well. All right. I'm going to say peace. I'm out. All right. Where's that outro? All right. Brand new outro. So drop a comment if you like this brand new. I played it on the intro, and now I'm going to do it on the outro. Comment if you like it.
Ooh, like LeBron though, or like Lonzo. Ooh, I'm a baller, yeah, shot caller, yeah. They love me, you can't touch me, nah, can't trust me. I'm too lucky. Look at me, look at you, what you see, what you do. Baby, please think it through, drink it up, enjoy the view. MVP on my crew, Nike on my shoes. Might be sipping booze, slightly feeling loose. If I want it, then I have